you've got a meeting on Monday. It's focusing on party politics in the Isle of Man. What is that going to entail? Who have you got speaking?
Well, what we've done is we've invited the four political main parties on the Isle of Man, or the four political parties on the Isle of Man: Manx Labour Party, Liberal Vannin, Mech Vannin, and the newly formed Green Party. And we've invited them to share a platform at the Manx Legion, 7:30, Monday the 24th of September. And we'll have a party political discussion about what the philosophies of each individual party is, and probably, knowing a PAG meeting, it'll be into wider context as well.
Now, in terms of political parties on the Isle of Man, you were saying that the four political parties that there are, even combined, they're still in a minority compared to elected representatives who are independent. I mean, does party politics really have a place in the Isle of Man?
Well, I don't know what you're basing that on, Catherine, because in terms of candidates elected, you could say that that is true. But in terms of the actual volume of the vote or the percentage of the vote in the last general election, there was considerable support for the parties that did actually put up candidates. That was namely the Liberal Vannin Party and the Manx Labour Party.
But there is still no way of knowing whether people voted for the candidate or the party.
No, that's absolutely true, but with the support that those particular candidates received, and in fact, I think in Liberal Vannin's case, 3 were elected, so that's 3 out of 24. So there was a little caucus there of Liberal Vannin candidates that were elected to our national parliament.
But subsequently, the Liberal Vannin Party lost one of their members, one of their MHKs, which has happened in successive terms. Is that a problem that, although people may stand on a party ticket, it's very easy to walk away thereafter if you're elected?
Well, of course it's easy to walk away with our system. People do change their minds. There are differences that emerge following election. So that's an inevitable part of democracy. So I don't see a problem there.
Now, what are you hoping is going to come out of the meeting? Because, as you've said, you're hoping to have all of the political parties represented there. What kind of debate do you hope that's going to generate? Well,
let me just go back one step. We are hoping to have 4 political parties. 3, Liberal Vannin, Manx Labour Party and the Green Party, have actually accepted our invitation. At the moment, Mech Vannin have declined our invitation, but we're hoping to persuade them to appear on the platform with the 3 others. So that's the first thing. What are we hoping to get out of the meeting? Well, we're hoping to give them a platform to speak to the public and to fully explain what they're about, because generally this is all done on social media, and we feel that politics is about live events, and that's why we hold regular live events all through the year.
Now, you've mentioned the Manx Labour Party is celebrating 100 years this year. It's certainly proven that political parties in the Isle of Man can have longevity. Do you see that happening with any of the other parties that are around at the moment?
I certainly do. Liberal Vannin, I think, has proved itself, because it was only started in 2006 by Peter Carron, who subsequently retired. But it had, I think, 3 members elected that year, 2 the following election, and I think 3 in the last election. So there is a caucus of Liberal Vannin support within the island, and certainly I think that will continue. And as you say, the Manx Labour Party is celebrating 100 years. Now, that is a real celebration. So when you imply that there's no room for political parties, how come that the Manx Labour Party has lasted so long? Now, that remains with the Green Party, because that has certainly gained credibility in the UK and also in the wider European sphere. So why should it not gain credibility and further support here in the Isle of Man? So yes, I think that there is room for political parties on the Isle of Man, and long may it continue.